Welcome, everyone, to the Freestyle cast. I am your host, Matrix Lloyd 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings, all.
So, yeah, I must really need the views because I'm in my T-shirt, yo!
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
As you see, I've got that T-shirt going
That's
on.
awesome. So I actually, waiting for Scott, I fell asleep. Because I was like, when you get home, send me a message. And then I powered everything down. I'm like, I'm getting a little tired. Let me just wait for Scott. And I had my phone over there, and I was like, fell asleep for hours.
He was gone.
I was done. It's probably the neglect in the Whovian universe. Nah.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody knows who is this guy?
Yeah.
Nobody knows who Matrix Lord.
And
I know. I got to establish myself now, right? Like I haven't for 8 years, but okay.
And all that fact checking that you've been having to do.
Yeah, fact checking, right. So you know what I decided to do? I must have thought about this in my subconscious when I was dreaming. I have decided, you know what? I'm gonna podcast this mother up. I'm gonna let these people see who the real Whovians cast is.
Sweet.
And I'm gonna get all our members, and we're gonna really fill these boxes up, and we're gonna make a presence. We're gonna invade Twitter because I don't really go on Twitter, so we're gonna really invade this other
spam Twitter
quadrant of the Whovian community, and we're gonna make a name for ourselves. Right?
Bingo.
Yes, you will see Matrix Lord in a T-shirt. I know there's always rules I had against that. It's always like polo shirts or no, I'm in my T-shirt. I don't care. So I was sleeping. So anyway, in this cast, this is like relaxed. I stumbled across because I was on Twitter, and I stumbled across the follow-up to the Absolute Carnage storyline, which is going to be Venom Island.
Okay.
And I believe, what I'm seeing, that it's going to be a multi story thing in December. I'm not really sure yet, but it's going to be mucho dinero.
Nice.
And again, if you like the Absolute Carnage, of course you're going to get Venom Island.
Of course.
So I definitely am on board.
Hey, Phillip.
Hello, Phillip.
Cool. Is the other day after I did my little update on my blind dyslexic blog.
Yeah.
I made the comment says because I learned that Laura Lee had done her Wildfire. I says, the only thing we got to wait for is Tommy Space and the Alchemist, as well as Betty L. Juice. And I no sooner type that down, I get an update that Betty L. Juice's latest one, Wishing Well. Our next CD called Wishing Well is going to be out on September 26th.
Phillip.
Yes.
You're muted. Hello.
I'm here.
You're muffled. I'm like,
Phillip. Yeah. Let's see. Hello.
Phillip, could you say I'm Batman?
I'm Batman.
All right. All right, Phillip.
Yes.
I have to introduce myself because people don't know who I am. I'm Matrix Lloyd 212. How you doing?
Oh, hello. Are you going to rant and rave about other people attacking you left, right, and center?
No. Nobody was attacking. No. I'm not ranting and raving about people attacking me.
It's unknown, apparently.
This should be like a learning series. This is what happens when Matrix Lord 212 tweets instead of like just post links to his videos on Twitter. It's like actually tweets. That it's like danger zone. Maybe I don't know how to tweet. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, see, the thing is, I saw people tweeting about Doctor Who, and I'm like, oh, I like Whovians. Let me join in. But I guess, like, I had to get an invite to play with the sandcastle on the beach. I don't know.
Well, are you saying that when you tweet your stuff on Twitter, it's not welcomed?
Well, no, when I tweet, every time I do Twitter, right,
Yeah.
I'm always just sharing links to the Real Whovians cast or the Everything Show or...
Which I've seen, yes.
Right, I don't really tweet, like,
No.
you know, messages or whatever, and I don't really interact with people on Twitter, usually. But
Right.
I was like, oh, you know, Doctor Who talk, okay. Let me put my 2 cents in. And I don't know, maybe it's just in my brain, but what I got was like, who are you? Like, why are you talking to me? Like, you know, like, are you a newbie? Like, what? Newbie?
A newbie.
Why doesn't nobody know what my name is, Scott?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So,
I'm
Phillip, I
trying to
decided
figure out
to...
who you are. I keep getting
I
these,
mean, I've
these requests
seen,
to do podcasts about Doctor Who.
Right. Yeah, Phillip.
I've seen the conversation you were having with George Sheard and Dr. Freedom. I saw that today.
Yeah, I mean, now maybe I'm an idiot, but who is the George guy? Is that
Ace Creeper?
Okay. So you know what it is? The other day, I think Freedom said something to me about somebody, and I didn't even know what he was talking about. But then I'm like, oh, he's this guy afterwards. You know, because I don't know. I don't tweet, and I don't really talk to people. So it's like, it's almost as if I opened up a whole new world. Now, you know, so so I entered another quadrant of the Whooniverse, I guess.
Yes, I think you have.
And I kind of got a little scared, Phillip, because like people were not happy that I was there. I don't know. I'm not saying I was anybody, but like.
No, but I mean, anybody who's anybody will know who you are anyway.
I don't think people know who I am, though. I don't think
they do that. I just think it's reputational wise how they view you.
Did I scare people? Because I don't really tweet. So I was like, I think
I very rarely tweet as well.
So I kind of shocked people, right? Like, oh my God, why is he here?
True. That's probably the case because you've not done it before.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, you're a newbie then. Let's put it that way.
Right.
They'll get used to you. Just let them be as they are.
I think I freak people out. Like and I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel comfortable. So I'm like, I think I'll get out of here, Scott. Like, it's like, what did I do? What did I do? You don't know, Matrix Lord. You don't know. And it's like, what? Yeah. So I decided to put my T-shirt on, and I never wear a T-shirt in the cast and show my chest hair. How about that?
Oh
nice.
My God!
Nice,
oh my
right?
God!
Should comb that. No. This is a freestyle cast. We're relaxed here. So, yeah, that was awkward, to say the least. No wonder why people don't like Twitter, because I think Twitter damages people. I don't know. Like, I was kind of like...
It's not a nice playground. Like, you are right. It's not a very nice playground. There's constant fights on there all the time.
See, here's the thing. Yeah. So, like, be a mentor to me right now. So, like, what parts, the quadrants of the Whooniverse, like, I should not play in or enter? Like, I mean...
Well, on Twitter, all of it. It's vipers. It's a viper's nest in there. It's a viper's nest.
A viper's nest? Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, like, is it like? Should they call it Ego City?
In a way, yes.
I felt like it was Ego City.
Well, it is Ego City because you've also got a tangle with all the SJWs on there.
Oh God, there is.
There's billions of them. You can't even turn left without fucking walking into one.
Right.
Then you've got the ladies of who think that men are just shit and don't deserve to live.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
They're awful. You say anything bad about Jodie, you get your balls chopped off. That kind of thing.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I like mine. I don't want them to go away. No. So let me ask you a question. Let me post this to the subscribers. Should Matrix Lord 212 continue to explore Twitter? Like a Twitter trek for the Whooniverse, or should he stay away? What do you guys think? Please leave comments below.
I reckon you should just keep swimming in the tank.
I don't know how to swim.
Well, then you wear your rubber rings. Then you'll be all right once you got them.
Rubber rings, like floaties.
Your floaties, yeah.
So I'm gonna wear floaties in the hoop pool.
Yeah, and just avoid the sharks that are circling around you. Just ignore them.
Yeah. It's weird too. I mean, when I type stuff, I try to make it where there's no room for error, like crystal clear, right?
Yes.
I never said an Easter special.
You did. Even I saw it on your video. You did. You mentioned it. You actually did say Easter special. You did.
Where?
Which one was it? Is it today's one or yesterday's one? One of the ones.
No, I said Series 12 is released on Easter.
Well, to that level, I'm sure you said. Oh,
I mean, maybe years ago I said there should be an Easter special, but like I said, like I was telling Scott off air, I did an overnight, and I did my walk. I did a video. So grateful to go to sleep because I can't really get sleep like when I get home. And then I got a message from my source, and I'm like, shit. Like, I can't, I'll never be able to sleep unless I put the videos out. But I knew that by doing that, my phone was going to blow up while sleeping.
Right.
So it's like, beep, 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 beep. So I got 4 hours sleep. And then I was waiting for Scott before, and I just fell asleep for a couple hours. So I was tired. I didn't get enough sleep. But from what I understand, and again, this source is very adamant that there is a special before Series 12. And the BBC want it to be Christmas. And Chibnall does not. He doesn't like Christmas. And he wants it to be a New Year's Day special. And I guess for whatever reason, BBC, made me feel that if they put another special in the same year as the last one, that we'll actually have two for 2019. And that might make the people they've gotten money from a little happier.
Yeah.
Because he did promise Doctor Who every year.
All about this.
Right, and it didn't really happen. So they probably feel like a security blanket that maybe people wouldn't really flip out suing if he just popped out another special the same year. And he just, I guess, of course he has total say, and it's like, no. So this has been, so when I said, so when I do a video, should I just call it the New Year's Day special? And they're like, no, because it may turn out to be a Christmas special because we really want them to do a Christmas special. And it's like, so like just keep calling it, basically it's not definite, but of course, New Year's, you still have like decorations like it's Christmas anyway. So they can be like, yeah, it's Christmas special. It's not like it's Christmas themed. But so that was what I got. And then, like he went into detail. He says, in a couple of weeks, they'll be done filming Series 12. And they'll make an announcement, of course, And we heard there was going to be an announcement from BBC in September anyway. Yeah. And then I heard that, because when I was, talking to him, and I was like, well, he said pretty adamantly that, Jodie and Chibnall are still in there, and she's got a 3-year contract, like 3 seat, whatever, and that she's going to do it, but of course there's unforeseen circumstances. And the unforeseen circumstances is that anything can happen while on break or whatever. And they did get into a fight with the BBC that was well known for Series 11. And the Chaos and Cardiff thing was exposed that they weren't happy about. So who's to say that another fight might occur where they might, Jodie might say, screw it, 3 strikes, you're out. Mm-hmm. But if she doesn't complete Series 13, then they're probably not going to put her in the 60th. Because again, why would you if you're going to leave before the time? And they have the option to tell Chibnall no. Now, supposedly, Chris Chibnall is, if he stays, going to be writing the 60th, no one else. So he has incentive to stay also, because he gets to deliver that massive Doctor Who story that will be the highlight of his career for Doctor Who.
What if he doesn't want to do that? What if he doesn't want to have that mantle to do the 60th and someone else has to?
I think that he wants that, because here's the thing, like, maybe he's not having a good time, but just think that
he's the one causing it not to be a good time.
Well,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
I know, but just think that while a lot of people are putting him down, they might be very happy with the 60th because he's going to do something that wasn't done before. And from what I understand, that's Chris Eccleston's going to be in it. So I mean, and that's looking like the way it's happening. So people are going to,
Three Doctors, maybe.
I mean, people are going to be praising the shit out of him when the 60th happens, and even if that's his last thing or not. From what I understand too, because of all the infighting, I think there's an out on his contract after, I guess, 3 years and the 60th. Like, he doesn't have to stay to the like 5 years total.
Full year, yeah, full 5. Once he does the 60th, he goes, peace
when
out.
When I'm talking about 5 years, I don't mean like a year where Doctor Who's not on.
Yeah.
I'm talking like 5 effing series, and a 60th anniversary special, But I think, Phillip, that he would. That's like incentive to stay. I mean, what do you think?
Well, then also you have to also remember audience appreciation. If they're not happy with what he churns out, then the BBC have got no choice and say, "I'm sorry, but you're not working for it. It's not working for us. Nobody's happy with what you're churning out for Doctor Who. We've got to shake it up again and kick you out."
Yeah. See, the thing, I think that they just are really, because the way they look at it in a unique way, I guess, the BBC, because what I understand, like, if you're going to talk out there and say, I'm the showrunner, I'm going to give you series every year to get millions of dollars, and then he doesn't do that, I mean, is the BBC wrong for, like, I mean, is it really bad to make it a Christmas special rather than a New Year's just so they don't get shit from, like, China or, like, HBO Max? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is his thing?
I don't know why it's such an important thing to have it either Christmas Day or New Year's Day.
There's a difference. There's a difference because it's a 2019 same year as Resolution.
Yeah.
And it would be that we had an all said and done. You can't say that we've been without Who this year because we had 2. 2 is better than.
Don't we already know that Doctor Who is returning for 2020? And
we know that, but I guess on paper it looks good that they made an effort and they had 2 specials out in 2019.
No, they're not going to do that.
So I don't know. Well, no. He's not going to do that, obviously.
No, he's not.
He doesn't care about that. Now, here's the thing, and another thing I was talking about this before, I don't understand why everybody's, like, do people really think, you tell me, Phillip, because you talk to people.
Go on.
People are talking about Series 12, but they don't think we're going to have a special for Series 12, like, at all?
What end of the series?
No, I mean in general. In general.
How am I going to, well, I don't know. It depends on what have they done so far and how much they squeezed in.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, when I was talking to people on Twitter, they sound like Doctor Who never had a special part of the series. Like I'm just kind of confused because, like, every series had a special. So why would this be the first time ever that Doctor Who Series 12 does not have a special connected to it?
Maybe it's something they just want to change up now and say no.
So do you think that's what it is? Because Chibnall already changed it up with no Christmas special, that he may just have 10 episodes and that's it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would be shocked.
I got a question. Did you not say that there may be a possibility that Doctor Who comes back as early as January 2020?
Well, originally, we were saying, right, Scott?
Yeah.
Doctor Who was not going to be in January, February, or March. In fact, I said it so much that when there was a slow news day and when there was new up-and-coming newbie Doctor Who channels, people tried to make what we said, remember, Scott? A story. And I'm looking at it to cover it. I'm like, wait a minute. The exact way I said it, not January, February, or March. I'm like, they're taking our shit.
Yeah.
And they're making it like it's a story. And I'm about to read my shit, my speculation, as a damn story. What the hell is this? So I did phrase that way like a while ago. But then I got word about like what it actually is. And here's the reason why. Here's evidence why you wouldn't put Doctor Who out in January. And that is because, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, we put Doctor Who Series 12 out in January, right? That means that you have 4 episodes, obviously, in January, 4 in February, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have March, 2 episodes, right? So you're done at March, right?
Yeah.
Now, when are they going to film Series 13?
Isn't there always a 6-month break in between?
I mean, isn't it like January, February, or like March? Don't they start filming or whatever? Or is it going to be like October, November? Well, anyway, my reasoning behind it is that you do that, then you're going to see that there's another gap year or longer to put out Series 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then people are going to flip out even more, right? So if you're BBC, you're like, well, you know, we got to like trick them to make them think that it's a shorter amount of time, like we got ourselves together and we improved. So it's a shorter amount of time for the Doctor Who series to, now reason why they're concerned with this, and they were never concerned with this before, is the fact that they are getting money from China every year, and they are getting money from HBO Max every year. And now it's sort of like a company going public with them being like stockholders, shareholders, right? Where they have corporate meetings and like, all right, what are we doing this year? Where HBO Max or China is like, okay, where's the series in 2019?
Exactly.
Jimno promised us, so where is it? Well, about that. No,
there's no well about it. We were promised
XYZ,
and you don't deliver XYZ.
Right, you cashed our check. You cashed our check. Where is it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe we won't sue you if you have a special out this year, at least, so we can put it on our thing. And that's basically what's happening. Now, again, you don't lie to people just to get millions, but it seems like that's what's happening. Like, Chibnall is not concerned with the PR or being like a businessman talking with these people. He's like yesing the death to get millions, and you don't do that. You're lying. So people are aggravated, okay? And they're just trying to save their investment and continue getting money from them. Mm-hmm. So they want to make them happy, okay? And again, you have to think about it, Phillip. Coca-Cola does this, and all these other companies do that when they sponsor an event.
Yeah,
like they basically they put their 2 cents in, and next thing you know, a soda company is controlling the lyrics of different things or whatever. So for you to say that China or HBO Max does not have a say in Doctor Who now, is ridiculous, and especially since they're giving millions. And this is not like they've ever had this in the past, because have you ever seen all these actors like go on these wonderful flights and these wonderful exotic locales and all that? No. So he's really having fun with the money, but we're not seeing it translated as, hey, let's see a redesign of somebody. Mm-hmm. Let's get the handkerchief monster or whatever shit. So there is infight. There is more battles between Chibnall and the BBC, because the BBC are concerned with stuff. Let's say that. And it makes sense to me. I mean, somebody's giving me millions of dollars, of course. Well, look at the situation with Spawn movie, right? Todd McFarlane wanted people to pay for it, right? But yet he wants to do it his way 100%. So when people are like, I want the cape to be this, or I want this to be PG-13. He's like, no.
It cannot be PG-13. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know, but people are like, no. And he's like, well, so what do you think happened with the Spawn movie? It got scrapped because he wants to do it the way he wants to do it, but he wants people to give money for it. And he's not going to pay for it himself totally. So now it's in limbo. When 2 years ago you thought it was happening, they got Jamie Foxx, oh my God, not happening, right? So, again, with the way we hear that BBC doesn't have money for this, and money keeps shrinking, right, Phillip?
Really?
They go out other avenues to survive.
That's awesome.
So it's natural that people would want to have say. And I guess Jim, no, whatever. So what else did I talk about? All right. Well, 5 doctors, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Peter Davison was a doctor when 5 doctors happened, right?
Yes, he was.
Did they really have Tom Baker in it at all? Except for that little thing, right?
From Charlotte, yeah.
Right. So, like, right, exactly. They had a little thing, but if she leaves, don't you think there's going to be the same situation? Like, if she left before her contract, don't you think they're not going to put her in the 60th because it's going to be like something like that?
Well, for one, if she leaves early, it'll be too soon for her to come back anyway. She'll say,
that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I was talking about with the 60th. They wouldn't put her in there.
No.
Why would they? So, but then people are twisting. They're like, oh, so Jodie's forced to be the doctor. No, she's not forced to be the doctor. No. She don't have to be if she don't want to, but why would they put her in the 60th if she's going to leave before that? That would look weird, right?
Definitely.
So that's not, So what else do we hear? So I was told that a holiday special, because they don't know what to call it yet, and then a trailer at the end of the holiday special so they can build up momentum for Series 12. And then months later, in Easter, around Easter time, Doctor Who Series 12 starts. So April, May, and you finish in June. But while that's going on, Series 13 is getting filmed, right?
Yeah.
Series 13 will wrap. And even if they finish in June, you'll get Doctor Who in January. So it's like it's literally not even a year anymore. It's like 6 months. So people can't say, oh, damn it, it's taken so long. So it's the illusion that they're doing faster work or they're getting it done more effectively, and they're not. They just put out the series later to catch up to the filming, and 6 months later is Doctor Who. That's what I was talking about. Otherwise, if you don't do it that way, people are going to be twiddling their thumbs for a year and a half. I mean, what would you rather have?
It also depends on BBC scheduling practices, where they want to plonk it and where they want to, do it. Because
right.
I mean, they've already got it. It's almost done in the can now, isn't it? That season 12. It's almost in the can. Season 12
for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So why would New Year's Day? Why would New Year's Day be in the can? Like, you mean their programming is already set?
It wouldn't be already set as yet, because they still got to finish filming. Once they finish filming and all the post production and stuff, then they can decide where we're gonna put Doctor Who and where we're gonna air it, when we're gonna air it. It can either be early in the year or midway in the year or at the end of the year.
And you think January?
No. I was going on the fact that what you were postulating between.
Well, the reason why I said it a while ago is because of the dollar contract. I said that if you did a special on New Year's Day, you would have to have Doctor Who come back exactly a year from then or a little bit before, so that way you don't break the dollar contract.
I personally think they should put it out as soon as they can, because this constant long gap is weaning people off Doctor Who and making them lose interest in a big way.
Right. And people get angry too.
Yeah, there's nothing to keep us entertained besides, Big Finish and stuff, but that's nothing to do with Jodie at the moment. And merchandise is dead in the water.
Well, whose fault is that, though? I heard it was Jimbo's fault.
Yeah.
I heard flat out he rejected a lot of different things for toys, flat out. He don't want to put his shit out there. So that's
like I said, because it's pretty much a girl type of series now. Her universe and figures is looked upon more as a boy type of thing. That's why we're not seeing any main figures from the show.
I mean, he's basically killed the wave. There's no wave now. There's no thing for momentum for Doctor Who.
No,
like
not at all.
ruins, promoting it. All right, so why is it you think that when I step on the field of Twitter, I met with it's almost like Walking Dead, like going into a different community where people want to chop you up or like shoot. Right? I don't know.
It's just a different kettle of fish to what you're used to. That's all it is. And it's like you go into a new school and you're studying and you've got to learn to make new friends and learn how to play the game in the new school.
So you know me, I like to get along with everybody, right?
Yeah.
I don't like to be enemies with anybody. So like I saw like these people like just started like a year or two ago, right? These channels and they're trying to make a name for themselves or whatever. And I'm like, oh hi, whatever.
Yeah.
Now after today, I feel like, because I even seen some of these people's podcasts, like did someone tell them that they can't even mention my name anymore? It's like weird. It's just like they're afraid to say anything that I said. It's like, and I said it's fine, but it's like, oh, we can't even mention Matrix Lord anymore. It's like, it's that guy over there. I'm like, wait a minute, when did I become that guy?
And remember, I think it wasn't Peter Davison who voiced his opinion, and he pretty much got kicked off of
right.
Twitter.
Excommunicated from Twitter.
Yeah, he dropped himself out because he was getting too much flack for what was it about? It was about something I can't remember.
Because he didn't feel that Jodie they shouldn't have had a female doctor or something or whatever it was.
Yeah, he was again.
So
then he did a U-turn after sort of like dropping out for a while. He came back.
U-turn just because to satisfy the community, I guess. So my thing is that. Like, I just think lately that people want to have the scoop so bad that if it doesn't come from them, they're like, oh, not that. Look, here's the thing. A lot of times.
It's not coming from the BBC. They don't feel it's proper.
No, not coming from them directly. Like their source. Like they want to break the news. But let me ask you something, Phillip. You know me for a while, right?
Yes.
I've gotten a lot of stuff right. Like good stuff. Big stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I got stuff wrong too, but so is everybody else. It's not like, oh, just Matrix Lord gets it wrong. Like we've had major YouTubers higher than like 10,000 that 100,000, hundreds of thousands that got shit wrong totally. But the way the picture is painted to me, it's like, oh, if Matrix Lord 2 and 2 is wrong, his channel's done, he's done. Why would I be done, but you're not done? Like, that's so weird, And of course, I'm quoting one source, not all these other sources I have. But
all it is basically bully boy tactics. That's what you're hearing. That's what you're getting. Bully boy tactics.
It's a big deal. I break a story that somebody else doesn't break. So then it's like, damn him.
In a way, yeah.
But don't they want Doctor Who news?
Yeah, but it's also you also got to build up a sort of like a reputation where people will either respect you or look at you with disdain. And at the moment, you have that level of disdain that people just.
Why though? What did I do?
You didn't do anything. That's just how people are.
Oh.
That's like how. That's how it is. You either make it or you don't. In certain aspects of.
And it's weird that some people I was talking to before, they don't even want to talk to me. I'm like, wait, what the hell did I do? It's so weird. I don't know.
It's just a.
Well, here it is. I decided I'm going to break the cycle because I'm gonna get loud, and the Whovians cast is going to get loud, and instead of like me just being comfortable with talking to Scott or Chris or one or two people at the same time. I'm gonna change it up like I did a month ago with Views Week, right, Scott? I'm going to and if you remember, Phillip, since Views Week, how have been my views? They've been higher, right?
I believe so.
A lot. So it's time to change again. So going to change it up, and the Real Whovians cast is going to be full house, and I'm going to show off all our members, or most of them, and show just how powerful the Real Whovians
this is.
That's right. I'm going to take my crown. I'm going to take my throne. I'm going to take my place. And that's what's going to be. And
but there you go. There's where the rub lies. When you talk in that kind of way, it makes other people go, "Oh, that fucking idiot thinks you."
But don't you think when people burn you, don't you think you should just be like, I'm going to show them like fuck it.
Well, yeah, of course you can. And I know that you don't give us stuff to the point where you will do that, and that's you in a nutshell.
Well, see, that's the thing. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it though.
Yeah.
I'm going to write a book. I do it. I did 12. You know, like I do it. So like just like when we did Views Week, right? And I says, you know what? I'm actually gonna give a shit about this YouTube channel, and I'm gonna make a better effort, right?
Yeah.
Because some people wanted me off YouTube. I'm going to show them, right? And popped out. I says, well, you know what? What worked with my channel when I first started compared to now? Well, the single videos where I just talked to my audience and did the news. Remember that when I first started?
Mm-hmm.
It was way before the podcast era. So, and from my subscribers, people missed that. Right? Because I'm so into the podcast lately. Now, of course, I'm not abandoning the podcast. I'm just going to give you double or triple what you're used to from a long time ago. So, actually, a long time ago, it wasn't even both. It was just podcast for a while. So, people were like, yes, he's doing videos again. Just, that's it. And I felt to create the drive-through video. Like, do you want fries with that? Okay, you're out in a minute or 5 minutes. So, yeah. I'll do a video. It's 5 minutes long or less. You're in and you're out, and it didn't bother you that you watched my video because it was instant. And lo and behold, boom, the views like that.
Yeah.
Like that. And then subscribers like that. And then it wasn't a fact of if people have more subscribers than me. The key factor, if you looked on Social Blade, was who's watching. Because if more people are watching me with less subscribers compared to someone that has 10,000 and my income shows higher, yeah. I'm doing my job. So I don't need 10,000 subscribers if my subscribers are all watching me. Because that's what it's showing, the income. You know? And I would rather have less subscribers, but majority of them watching me than have like 20,000 subscribers and only like, 100 people watching. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. And it's continuing on. So we're going to have new members of the Real Whovians cast. And also, yes, the plan is slightly altered for the Real Whovians cast and some podcast because one of our old members actually threatened me and they're fired and they're no longer on here. And what was their comment, Scott? Everybody hates me?
Mm-hmm.
But like they know who I talk to. So now you're going to see people pop because you made a stupid comment like that. But anyway.
And you know what? Still shocking the fact there was one person who he mentioned that I didn't even know he hated you. I mean, I just figured.
Right. I know. Like sometimes people talk out of smack like they know what we do in our personal time or who we talk to, and they have no effing idea, which is hysterical. But you start to see changes in the podcast, and it's going to be some surprises. But as always, it's been a pleasure, Phillip. I'm glad I got to talk to you today.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
What is it for you now? It's in the wee hours in the morning, or
6:45 in the morning.
Wow.
It's all right because I've been up all night anyway, and I've been talking to Connor, and I've been talking to other people.
How's Connor doing? All right?
Yeah, he's doing all right. I think he's all right.
Good.
He's okay.
All right. Thanks for coming in, bro. As always. All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.